On November 30th, 2016, there was an article published in the New York Times titled, "Should I Call Up My Friend for Her Service Dog Scam?" by Kwame Anthony Appiah. This man was presented with an ethical dilemma, which he wasn't so sure about and how to approach this matter. He had a friend who does have a disability, but she uses that to her advantage. She ended up getting a dog to help her with her disability, and she lives with the dog in a building that doesn't permit dogs. Now, she even admitted that she does not actually need this dog for her disability. She just used her disability to get what she wanted, which was to have a pet in her building. She abused this disability, and now he doesn't know how to approach her with it. I think this is very unethical because service dogs are used to help people who actually need the help, who cannot perform daily tasks. She even jokes about how she had to deprogram this dog to make it more like normal and how she doesn't really need it, and I don't think that's very fair to the people who do need this dog. She takes full advantage of this dog's services, and she takes it to places that wouldn't normally permit dogs, like the use of dogs, which would be like a restaurant or even her own building. She just abuses the power, and this is unethical on so many levels. The time and money spent by the nonprofit to give her this dog is taken away from someone who actually would need the dog, like someone who is blind, or someone who needs a dog, not just someone who wants a dog in her building, just for a pet. She is wronged the nonprofit, and she is also wronged her landlord, who thinks that she needs this dog, but she's just taking advantage of everyone in the way. But there could be a toss-up here because she could argue that because she does have a disability, so she could argue that she needs it. And she is kind of entitled to have the dog because she does have a disability, but that's not what she's using it for, which she claims. But what I think is she could be embarrassed to admit that she needs a dog to her friends, like to help her with her disability. So she could be just saying that she doesn't really need the dog and all this stuff, just because she was maybe embarrassed. If this was me and I was presented with this ethical dilemma, I would confront her about it. I would tell her my opinion, and I would try to get her to see how what she's doing is actually hurting someone who needs the dog. Because this actually hits home to me because my brother has autism, and when he was younger, he needed a service dog, and he used it, and we loved this dog. He was great. He helped Pat, which was my brother. He went to school with him and everywhere. We did not abuse his power. He was great. And then he ended up passing away. And we decided not to get him another dog because my brother had advanced in his education, and he didn't need the dog as much. So we decided not to get another one, which is the right thing to do. And what this man's friend is doing is not the right thing to do. And I don't really agree with it. And I think that something should be done about it. Now, restaurants and landlords, they do have the authority to question this woman if she does really need this dog. But no one will really... Who would go up to somebody with a service dog and ask if they really need it? That's just kind of rude and mean. So she's getting away with something which I don't agree with. But although airlines are more strict with this policy, and they probably would see how she doesn't really need this dog, and they probably would take it away. But until then, I think somebody needs to step up and tell her that she's wrong, because this is a sticky situation. Especially I can say that I would go up to her because I'm not her friend. But for this woman's friend, it's an ethical dilemma because he doesn't want to go behind her back, like talking about her, Or he probably doesn't want to confront her because that is very awkward. But my advice to him would be to do the right thing and to stop his friend from abusing the power.